Their stint in the Love Island villa may have been cut short during this week's brutal dumping, but the show's Casa Amor bombshells appeared to have had sparks flying outside of the show, as the dumped boys and girls got to know one another better after leaving the villa. Appearing on Love Island's spin-off show Aftersun on Sunday night, dumped boys Kain and Bayley Mummery admitted that they had formed connections outside of the villa. As the girls joined them in the studio, Lydia Karakyriakou was left blushing while Kain shouted over the room to her, giving a speech about wanting to get to know her better. While Layla Al-Momani had a smile on her face after Bayley dubbed her a special girl and planned a date for the pair now that they are back in the UK. The Islanders were seen on screen in South Africa earlier this week, as they were set to turn heads in the ITV2 dating show. Heading to the original villa to get to know the boys better were 5 new girls: Layla, Lydia, Sammy James, Cynthia Otseh-Taiwo, Linda Flicks, and Sanam Harananan. While boys Bayley, Kain, Frankie Davey, Ryan Weekly, Maxwell Samuda, and Martin Icanola were sent to Casa Amor to test the girls. But as Sanam was the only girl to make it through the recoupling, while Maxwell and Martin were the only boys, it was short and sweet for the others, who were dumped. However, it could have been for the best, as they then met one another and have had the chance to grow closer. Sharing that he has had his eye on one girl in particular since leaving the villa, Kain brought the confidence during Aftersun. As host Maya Jama quizzed the Geordie on whether he wanted to take any of the Casa Amor girls out, he replied, "Obviously, Lydia, she's from up north. She's a Scottish girl and I'm from Newcastle myself. So, all the guys in here, I want yous to look at her. If you were looking at her, would you not want to get to know her more?" "Because I definitely want to get to know her more," said Kain as he pointed over to Lydia, who was sitting on stage. The Scottish beauty was left blushing over the moment as she giggled and placed her hands to cover her face. While that wasn't the only love match, as Bayley then admitted he has some plans of his own. "I think, from my behalf as well, there's definitely a special girl that I connected with since coming out of the villa. So, Layla, obviously I want to take you out on a date when we get out of here." The studio audience cheered while Layla placed her head into her hands and leaned into pal Lydia.